Okay. This is what packing your house up looks like. Not sure how much the wife wants me to show stuff around, but just massive trash bags everywhere. Um, a cat finding a toilet paper roll or paper towel roll. Giant room full of suitcases and empty rooms. So, that's what it's like to move internationally. Alright, yo, look at my cool new whip sitting in the garage. No, just kidding. I packed up all my garage stuff. This is as clean as it's been in a long time. Just kind of ignore stuff. This is where my things that I'm not taking with me are going to live for the next 3+ years. Never coming back, I used like twice. The government will pay for what they call NTS, non-temporary storage, but it's just easier to leave the stuff here. And then there's like a pile of kids' toys that the kids won't let me throw away, but I'm pretty sure when we come back they're just not going to want to play with. But yeah, UAB was last week. HHG was this past Monday. So all of our stuff is boxed up. Oh man, it's like 90 something. At this point, we are done packing things. We have to pack what little stuff, planning to live out of suitcases for the next couple months, and then, trying to entertain kids for a 14-hour flight plus, 4 hours travel to the airport, and then, for another 4 hours travel from the airport to base. Yeah, it's my ringtone. It's Navi from Zelda, if anybody knows. But so we go do that, and then we'll sit in lodging for a bit and find a place off base to live. I go to work literally the next day. So we fly Sunday afternoon, arrive mid-late Monday, and I start working on Tuesday. I have a PCR test this afternoon. The current COVID things is you have to PCR within 72 hours before. Japan only takes a very hyper-specific type of PCR test, the NAAT, which is hard to find. And then you need the results back fast enough. And then everywhere I read, everything's different. Like the airline says I don't have to PCR test the kids, but the embassy said over 2 you might have to. So I'm gonna roll the dice and not shove Q-tips up my kid's nose. I also currently don't have health insurance for this week. Thanks, company, for not carrying to the end of the month like every other company does. So surprisingly, the airplane's full. Like there's only like 3 or 4 open seats, so I don't understand what's going on with that. But let's keep going. See what else we got. Hi. Long time no chat. Say hi, Genji.
Hi.
I don't know where I left off the last video. I don't think Kenji remembers either. Let's see. General catch up. We were supposed to fly out Monday noonish, and we're in line at the ticket booth, and I walked around the corner and noticed that our flight said canceled on the board. And everybody else is standing in line like, what's going on? People come up to the desk and someone's like, I think our flight's canceled. And they're like, what are you talking about? So long story short, we had to go back to the house. The flight was the next day, and it was a whole thing. And I mean, we had to do COVID testing again, which, getting COVID testing, you have to get like a very specific, what is it called? NAAT PCR test for Japan. So we wound up having to do it at Dulles Airport again, which cost $250 each, which not cheap. They did reimburse eventually. I mean, like the next day they were giving cash to everybody, but with 2 kids and stuff, by the time we finally got there, they ran out of cash, which I think worked out the best for us, because when we got there in Japan, they just gave us yen. Well, we're in Japan, we might as well use yen. So that was fine. Our flight was, I think, 6 p.m. the next day, which like put us getting here. I think our flight landed at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and you got two kids and whole 9 yards getting through everything on the flight. And once we touched down, just took forever. Then they didn't know what the hell they were doing. I think half the airport was shut down, and COVID testing, and I'm SOFA status, which is like I'm on military orders, so I like some of that stuff I get to skirt. Kids did pretty well on the flight. They slept most of the way, and then a couple of vomits.
I did not vomit, plus I think I slept for 8 minutes.
And you slept for a lot more than 8 minutes. How long was the flight?
13 hours.
13, 14 hours, yeah, something like that. Food wasn't bad. I mean, I don't know. I think all that time on the Seto, I didn't really. Erica says, like, probably all the VR time and stuff like that, and it made it so that the flight wasn't that. Yeah, because normally I'm very motion sick, and yeah, I didn't really feel anything, but also I was like maybe in parenting mode where I was more focused on my kids than my own sickness, but that's a whole other thing. So right now we're in lodging on base, and we got in, I think, probably like 1:30, 2 a.m. Is freaking, the drive from the airport and stuff. But everybody's been really cool. Being on base has been pretty decent. And then this right here is, what's it, Saturday. So we've been here for probably about 10 days now. And we're now quarantining in our room because everybody except for Kenji has come down with COVID. So the ironic thing is we didn't get it from the travel. We probably got it from someone on base. I mean, ironically, I think a lot of people I know right now are coming down with it. It seems to be like a resurgence, but been rough. The work seems to be going pretty well, so I'm pretty enthusiastic about that. We're trying to find a place to live. Might live in an apartment off base, might pick up base housing. There's still kind of a lot of things up in the air on that one, and regardless, it's probably going to be a while before we get in anything. So right now it's living in this like 2-bedroom hotel kind of thing, which isn't too bad except for like we don't have bed rails for the kids, and so like what Kenji's on, like the kids would roll off the bed, so we took the mattress, the bed that I'm on now. Notice there's no mattress. And that's on the floor next to the master bed, just because, kids fall off. They didn't, I don't know, the whole thing. Anyway, it's like 90 plus degrees every single day, and with the heat index and humidity, it always feels over 100 something, so it's hot. And then I'm walking across base because I don't have a car or anything just yet, so everything's hot. So, anywho, that's like super duper really fast what's been going on. I mean, it's not all bad, but COVID's not fun. So, yeah. Right.